Good afternoon, dear teacher and classmates. My name is Cristian Chundia, and today I am going to talk about some summarizing strategies. First of all, I am going to show you my identity card. When we talk about summarizing strategies, we can find several options to choose from. In this case, I chose two summarizing strategies that I am going to explain you right now. The first one is the SAC strategy. This is an acronym which means state, assign, action, and complete. First of all, we must state the title or the main idea of the study or the paper that we are reading. Next, we should assign the authorship. In this case, as we are talking about academic reading and writing, we should add to our summary the surname of the author and the year of publication. Next, we have action. In this part, we should write about the whole process. It's like the content of our paper, of the paper that we are summarizing. And finally, we have complete. Here, we should add the conclusions or the findings. This is an example with Snow White. We have the 4 steps: state, assign, action, and complete, and the final result. The next strategy is called first, then finally. Here we have only 3 steps to follow. First of all, we are going to include all the initial ideas as the topic sentence and the authorship. Then we are going to include the content. Here we have this space to include the main ideas and the most important or relevant information. And finally, the conclusions. Here, it's important to write about the findings and the conclusions that the authors had in their studies. This strategy works chronologically because each step gives us a little bit more information to continue with the next step and to consolidate the final result, in this case, our summary. This example is about Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Okay, so we have first, then, and finally. So as I said before, is easy to follow this strategy because we need to locate the information about the first things that happened, then the content, and finally the conclusions. Now it's time to practice. Here we have an original journal article, and I'm going to show you the steps and the process that I followed to do the summary. Okay, this is the original article. And this is the process. First of all, we have a state. This article explores the effects of AI tools in EFL students' motivation, self-efficacy, and anxiety. As you can see, here we have the title of the article as a topic sentence. Now we have a little bit of background about the topic that we are going to talk about. Next, we have assigned. Here we must mention the author and the year of publication. In this case, we have Shaw 2025. Next, we have action. In this part, we should write about the actions that the author did. In this case, he carried out this study where 168 Chinese university students participated. They were organized into groups 82 in the experimental group, and 86 in the control group. First, the participants did a previous evaluation to know their motivation, self-efficacy, and anxiety levels. With the experimental group, Duolingo AI tools were applied for 10 weeks. On the other hand, the control group had traditional method English classes. During the process, the groups had follow-up tests. The obtained data from all the tests were analyzed through statistical methods to evaluate the effect of AI Duolingo tools implementation. As you can see, this is the process that the author followed to have the results. And finally, we have completing. Here we should add the findings of the study, in a briefly way, because as you know, a study or of academic paper is very, very extensive, but we should take the most important ideas and the most important data in order to write our summary. Here we have integrating artificial intelligence, AI, in the EFL classroom. Okay, I am going to show you the original article right now. Here we have the original article. One of the most important steps to follow when we are writing summaries is to read the abstract, because here we can see if this topic aligns with the topic or idea that we want to expand, And here we have the process. Here, the first, then finally, summary strategy is used. First of all, we should write about the title of the article as a topic sentence, the authorship, and some background about the topic. Okay, here we have the first part. Then we have the investigation process. Here we should write about all the details, the most important details about the investigation. Here we have the methods, the samples, the instruments that were applied. Okay, and finally we have the conclusions and main findings, the results of the investigation. So this is the final result. In this study, the benefits and challenges of integrating AI in the EFL classroom were explored. Beta 2023 explored the role of AI in English language learning, specifically within the context of faculty members' experiences with AI. The investigation included interviews to collect primary data. The interviews were applied through Zoom meetings. The study had qualitative research methods. The participants were 12 faculty members from a Chilean private university. The interview data was analyzed using Atlas TI. Finally, it was found that the implementation of AI in EFL classes had a meaningful impact on students' engagement. In the same way, AI offers interactive classes and immediate feedback, which enhances students' motivation, confidence, and English proficiency. Thank you, and see you the next time. Blessings.